Kat and Iniba, and welcome back to Halo Halo, America's top entertainment and lifestyle show for Asian Pacific Americans. Joining me now is a rising vocalist who is making her debut performance at Wits End on May 31st, Miss Christine Catipon-Ortaliza. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for being here. Now, it's your debut performance at Wits End, right?
Yes, it is.
But before we start and get into all the details about your performance on May 31st, tell me how you got started, because I hear you were singing when you were only 3 years old.
Yeah, you know, I loved singing ever since I was little. And like my favorite go-tos are Bahay Kubo and You Light Up My Life by Debbie Gould, so that kind of dates me. But yeah, it's like it started with family, you know, Christmas parties and things like that, playing the piano, and but it's always been with church and everything. So now I finally have the opportunity to sing jazz, which is something I've always wanted to do for some time.
So your influences are jazz music?
Actually, my earliest influence was Nia Peoples.
Oh yeah, that's
You know, I saw her on Fame when I was like maybe 12.
Yeah.
And I thought she was so beautiful, and she was singing and playing the piano, and that's when I was like, I need to do that.
Yeah.
You know, so I taught myself how to accompany myself.
Wow.
I was doing them separately, but yeah, so when I saw that, and then I translated all of that into church choir. So singing for a lot of churches and at the cathedral in Los Angeles and things of that sort. But as far as professional singing, this is very new for me.
Yes, congratulations. Now,
Thank you.
what made you decide, I want to do this, I'm going to do my debut performance?
Well, it's a little bit of a backstory. Right now, I'm a licensed clinical psychologist. That's my day job. And yet I'm also in the middle of pursuing my master's in spiritual psychology from the University of Santa Monica. And it's so different from your typical graduate school. It really is an experiential program, and we really learn how to resolve our own issues. And so part of that program means instead of a master's thesis, we pursue a heartfelt project. And it's something that we've always wanted to do with our lives, but for whatever reasons didn't. And so this gives us the opportunity to work through those issues, which, you know, I'm very interested in since I'm a psychologist. So I decided to put on a concert because I bought into the whole thing of I'm too brown, I'm too this, I'm too that, you know. That was before Lea Salonga came on the scene. And so I really, you know.
You're like, I can do this.
I have.
Yeah.
I've released like 40 pounds, I've taken voice lessons, I'm just so excited to remove all these barriers that kept me from pursuing the dream in the first place.
Yeah, so you said spiritual psychology.
Yes.
What is that all about?
It's hard to explain. It's a soul-centered education.
Okay.
It really is allowing us to understand the loving that resides in all of us. So there's no judgment. There's a lot of forgiveness. It's non-denominational.
Okay.
So it really is about, you know, just really owning and accepting and loving who we are.
Yes.
And I think that's really hard for a lot of people. And what's really interesting is I've taken that education and used it in my work with my therapy clients, and it creates such amazing shifts compared to before I went to this program, because I'm authentic and I'm in the room, you know, really sharing how much I care, and that comes across.
Wow. I can feel it just talking to you. Now, this concert at Wits End is also a benefit concert,
yes,
right? That was inspired by your father.
Yeah, my father, he passed away from cancer in 2002. And one of the really precious things that I was able to do with him before he died was that I would give him a little mini concert every night, you know. And he had these favorite songs, like these standards and jazz standards, which I didn't really know, but I learned them for him so I could sing them to him. So every night I would give him like an hour, hour and a half concert. And so this concert is a benefit in his memory. It's around the time of his birthday. And a part of the proceeds are going to go to USC North Comprehensive Cancer Center, which is where he was treated. And I'll be singing the songs that I sang to him when he was ill.
So a lot of jazz standards. Yes.
Yeah, jazz standards, but also a few surprises as well.
You have a band with you.
I do have a band. I have, you know, it's always been a dream to, you know, I said if I won the lottery, I would want to buy jazz venue and sing in it, and so this is kind of close.
You won the lottery.
I've won the spiritual, emotional, happy lottery. Now I'll just wait for the money to come in. But yeah, so I have a fabulous jazz trio. I've got Emily Cohn on the piano, Milia Terranova on the bass, and Alex Smith on the percussion, and me. So
how exciting!
Yeah, I've had a rehearsal, and I can't even explain what it feels like to finally pursue something that
it's a dream come true, right?
It really is, and that's only the rehearsal.
Yes.
Imagine like being in front of a stage with people that I care about, and really, it's not meant to inspire people, but I think it's just. I think when we model, how wonderful life can be when your dreams come true, other people are inspired to do the same.
Yes, so much love. Now, for more information on your show at Wits End, where can we go? You can just go onto the website to the event calendar, and on May 31st, you'll see my beautiful mug right there. Then I think it says it's a private event, but it's actually open to everybody. Okay. It's just called private event because it is a benefit concert. Right. $20. Starts at 9 o'clock, and a couple of my friends from USM are going to be my opening act as well. So it's just a really wonderful place. To it. Yeah, congratulations. Thank you so much. Thank you for stopping by and telling us more. Absolutely. Thank you. Again, for more information on Christine's performance on May 31st at Wits End, the information is on your screen. Time for a quick break, but we have more Holo news when we return.